990WBOB.com COVIDCast. Pharaoh, Mike Sandoval, and we are joined by my boy, my brother, Kevin Marslick, Canerco fame, Blood Riders fame. Kev, how the hell are you doing? Fame. Wow. More Canerco fame.
Yeah. How you doing, brother?
Hanging in there, man. How you doing during all this bullshit?
Good, man. I can't complain. Healthy.
Good.
Healthy.
That's all that matters.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I had pneumonia twice when I was a small child. So like this really kind of terrifies me because if I get it a third time, along with what this does to your lungs, I could be in a little bit of trouble. So I'm taking precautions.
Good. That's all we can really do right now is take precautions. You know.
Sure.
You know, it's tough. Yeah. Are you still working or no?
Not right now, but things are lining up for some outdoor stuffs at least. So if I can get outside, I can at least get back to work from then.
All right. So what have you been doing? I know I've seen what you've been doing. But what have you been doing musically during this whole shit show?
You know, out of all the years that I've played and all the recording and in the studio stuff, I never actually paid attention to what was going on. And I wish I had, because I downloaded a recording software. I had the Complete Audio 6 and the Machine to make drum loops and stuff like that. And I just downloaded Reaper not that long ago and am learning how to record my own stuff. So there's been quite the learning curve to recording. There's been a lot of swear words and a lot of almost punching my computer and throwing it across the room multiple times.
It's interesting, and having learned, Adobe and Cool Edit and back in the day and all that stuff myself, self-taught. There was no YouTube videos when I started using it to tell me how to do it.
Yeah.
I completely understand where you're coming from, and I wasn't even recording on the level that you're doing. I mean, I did a little bit, even with you guys here down the Lions Den studio. I haven't talked about that.
Nice. Right.
But doing a little bit of it down here, and just recording like practices and stuff, just so you guys could have it, listen to in the car and hear, riffs and stuff. It's a pain in the ass.
Oh,
man.
dude.
Like,
I wish I had learned more, but at the same time, what better use of time? I'm not going to work. I'm at home. I have the stuff, and it's just I need an outlet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you heard that riff I posted the other day. That was an angry riff. You know, that was I've been in my house too long kind of riff. You know what I'm saying?
Totally. Definitely was. It was good though, man.
Thank you.
Man.
Thanks, man.
And so, how do you feel about the, we talked a little bit on the first half of the COVIDcast as far as, when can we all go to a show again? Like, what's your time frame that you think?
That's a tough question.
If there is one.
Yeah, I mean, I need to start hearing from the powers that be that, we are onto a vaccine. We are onto something. It's people who are getting it are taking the vaccine and they're feeling better. At that point, I will start getting the confidence. The whole in small venues, nuts to butts. So they say, you know what I mean? Like that's going to be tough, man. That's going to be really tough.
I mean, I was thinking earlier, like Mike is a little bit young for this particular venue. But I know me and you, not together, maybe together, we've used the bathroom at the old living room venue. Ooh. So I think we're immune.
I think you're 100% right on that.
Yeah.
If we didn't catch anything in there, then there's no way. COVID can't touch that shit.
Nah, Ebola, all that shit.
Ebola,
Everything.
Right.
Like if you spent any good amount of time at the old living room, which I know Kev, me and you spent a lot of fucking time at the living room.
Yeah.
We're probably immune to everything.
That would be great. That would be fantastic.
Yeah.
I remember watching a girl. I remember watching a girl walk around with no shoes on, no socks.
Yeah.
And I was like, that girl is still alive. We need to take her DNA, and she could probably cure cancer,
Everything.
She hasn't lost
AIDS.
any body parts.
No, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
if she's still good to this day, we need to find out what's going on with her DNA, because she could cure the COVID, anything.
Yeah, people laying on the floor making out and shit.
Oh
like,
yeah. Oh yeah.
all kinds of stuff. That place, I love that. I'm not talking bad about the living room. I absolutely
No.
love the living room, but it was a shithole.
Dude,
It was our shithole.
I call it Rhode Island CBGBs.
Yeah,
it really was.
Hands down.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah. I think if you've been to CBGB's or the living room, you're immune to this.
Yeah, I mean, it's got that notorious factor, but it was also disgusting as fuck. You know, I mean, it's just the way it was. You know.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, man, you know, beggars can't be choosers. And Randy gave a lot of people a lot of opportunities to play in front of people, to play anywhere. You know what I mean?
Anywhere.
Just a lot of shitty bands came through that were like, hey, man, we need a place to play. And Randy was always like, what are you doing Friday night?
Stage.
Yeah, exactly. And like,
on
I think
a Friday night too, not like,
yeah,
you playing a Tuesday.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, everyone's got to pay those dues, but you know what?
Yeah.
Make up for it. Be like, hey, Randy, we'll play a Tuesday. If you could, you know, if you don't mind putting us on a Friday or Saturday, you know, it's a give and take, man. You got to be able to do that. We did that shit for Mike when Mike was booking Lupo's. You know, we played
Mike D.
Mike D. Yeah, God bless you, Mike D. I love you, buddy. We played a show on a Tuesday night, and you know, it was a tough turnout. It was hard to get people out. And he goes, hey, what are you guys doing next Wednesday? You guys can open up for Typo Negative at the Strand. We're like, yeah, okay, we'll be there. What time? We'll be there. So yeah, you know,
I don't know how well this is going to show on camera. Getting close, I guess.
The Strand,
there you go.
the
Nice.
Yeah, there you go.
Hell yeah.
And I just secured a mini DVR, whatever the hell these are.
Is that for mini VHS?
It's a mini DV.
Oh yeah, okay. I haven't seen one of those in a while.
Yeah, I just secured a player, and this should be digital within the next week or two and on YouTube.
Dude, that's fantastic. Dude, honestly, that was the greatest day of my life.
Dude, you guys, I know you're a huge Type O fan.
Yeah.
But just the sound of you guys playing there was thunderous.
Dude, we had about a 45-second sound check, and as soon as we hit that first chord, I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's what it sounds like to play in a good PA system, right? But
and I really dug it because you guys were a local band, and maybe a lot of people, I mean, the place was packed. I don't sold out possibly, but it was nuts to butts.
People, I know that.
Yeah, it was nuts to butts. And just to see the reaction from the crowd, obviously I'm a huge fan, been a huge fan. I've been trying to get you bastards back together to do a reunion, which I'm not going to stop trying. But whether you guys like it or not, you're like, oh, that's another message from Pharaoh telling us to get our shit together.
I love it, man. I love it.
But to see the reaction as the songs went on and people just freaking out.
Yeah.
As it went on, like to see, I was a little bit farther back in that second bar, and just to see hands start going up like at the end of songs, and people getting pumped. I was like, oh, dog, this is.
I mean, not only it's a dream come true to play with one of your favorite bands growing up. I mean, I absolutely loved Type O growing up, but the amount of times I went to that place as a kid, just seeing, I saw Pantera there for the first time.
Yeah.
I've never seen Pantera. They were one of my favorite bands growing up. I get a notification. It was probably in the Providence Phoenix.
There was no notification.
The Providence Phoenix was the notification.
You saw it on a flyer.
Exactly. That's exactly what it was. I was probably at a show and saw it on a flyer.
Look at Babyface Kev. Oh, man.
Where are we looking here? Oh, my God. Oh, God, look at that one. That was in Hartford, Connecticut.
Babyface Kev right there.
But to play that stage where the way that Konerko set up, I was playing on the right side of the stage, and when Pantera played, that's where Dimebag Darrell was playing when I saw Pantera. Yep. So the whole time I'm thinking, like, I should be focusing on what I'm playing, but I'm like, this is where Dimebag played the whole time. I'm like, this is
Dimebag was standing there.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, how friggin' wild is that? I mean, it's a dream come true. It really was. That's why Mike D, forever in debt, brother. Thank you.
This show was dope. This was at the New Wave. right?
Oh yeah.
Rockfest, yeah, the
I
New Wave.
fun fact about that show. I was so nervous before that show. I threw up behind like a bunch of trailers right before we played. I was just like, "Hey guys, I'll be out in about 2 minutes."
I'll be right back. Yeah.
Yeah, that didn't happen too well. I always got nervous before shows, but to the point of actually puking, that was one of them. I was pretty nervous. Again, Paul, the owner of the New Wave, thank you, Paul. Would love you. He came to a Providence show like the week before and was like, "Hey, do you guys want to headline Rockfest on Saturday night?" And I was just like, "Holy shit!" I'm like, "Are you serious?" I'm like,
Yep.
that's an honor, man." You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That's an
And that
honor.
was so cool. That was so cool to me, just even as a fan, and like brothers to all of you.
Yeah.
That like I drove all the way to New
Yeah.
Bedford.
The Braga Bridge. Why would you ever go over that?
Like, oh boy, I got to go all the way through Portugal.
I know from where you guys are. That's a bit of a hike. For me, it's not that bad. I'm already over pretty much on this side.
Yeah, you're already on the other side of the bay, so it's not too bad.
Exactly.
What was one of your favorite times just being as a musician, whether it be no matter what band you were with? What was your favorite? Either your craziest time or your favorite time. Both. It could be the same one and the same, but
the best time I ever had was obviously Typo Negative. I mean that. But the craziest one was we played with the Sick Puppies in Hartford, Connecticut at the Webster.
All right, yeah.
And the deal was you get a bunch of tickets. Whoever sells the most, you either play the Underground, which is right next door, or if you sell the most tickets, you get to open up the show.
Okay.
So Nate Franklin, our former manager, Nate, love you, buddy. Thank you.
Big Nate.
Nate was pimping those things out, dude. We sold the most tickets.
Big Hog.
And so, yeah, right? Hog Johnson.
Johnson, that's what it was. I knew it was something like that.
So we show up to the venue and we're like, Rusty, I think his name was, the guy that ran the place.
Yeah.
And we handed him the envelope full of money and we're like, "Hey man, like we sold all these tickets." He goes, "Hold on one second." Disappears into an office, comes back with Nate about 10 minutes later and goes, "You guys are opening up on the main stage at the Webster." We're like, "Oh dude, that's badass. Like that's really cool." I mean, that's Connecticut's version of Lowe's, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So the way it's set up is it's like split in half, and the Underground is on the right side and then the main venue is on the left side, and they have like a steel garage door in between.
Okay.
And so we're just waiting before the show, and me and Al are just sitting in the main lobby of the Webster, and they open the door, the garage door, to let kids in because the Underground opened first to have the locals play. They opened up the garage door to let everyone into the main venue to start filing in, and it was droves of kids like going through. And me and Al were just sitting there and go, we're going to play in front of so many people tonight. Like we've never played in front of that many people. We could just see them like all just flocking in, running towards the. I'm like, this is going to get wild, dude. And sure enough, I mean, it was like that place was packed, absolutely packed. That was a fun moment too, recording that video.
On top of Monster Gulf, you can see beautiful Providence in the background.
Yeah. We had a show in Worcester the night before, and we got home so late, and we had to be there so early, and we were all a mess. And to get up to that rooftop, old ass rickety flights of stairs with all of our gear, it was a wicked shady situation. But But it was fun, man. It turned out really good. John Layton out of New York recorded that. Thank you. Thank you, John. That was awesome.
And we actually had on last week's COVIDCast, it's yet to be posted. It should be up within the next day or two. We had Jeff and Stacy, whose beautiful Monte Carlo is actually at the end of this.
Yeah, Jeff was a sweetheart. He let us borrow his car and rip like 5 or 6 like shots from his car, just peeling out. Jeff, we owe you a set of tires for that, brother. Thank you.
Well, he sold it, so.
Did he? Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah, I still bust his balls about selling it. I busted his balls about selling it on the cast too.
Jeff is a sweetheart, a monster guitar player. I call him the riff. He's a riff beast. Absolute riff beast.
Absolute good dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I love my little Easter egg from this video that I love is at the very end when Al rips out, you can hear Nick in the passenger seat do his,
like a cackle almost. Yeah.
Ism.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like,
Can you even? I don't even know if you can see it, but we're all in the car when he does that. But we're like in the
really?
back seat. Yeah, yeah. All four of us were in the car for that.
Oh, all right. You can't see you guys in the
No,
back seat.
I didn't think so, but we were definitely all in
That's
there.
something I did not know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. There's a little
As many
Easter egg on
times as
top
I've
of
seen
your
that-
Easter egg.
Yeah, as many times as I've seen this video, yeah, I did not know that you guys
Yeah.
were all in the car. That's funny.
Yep. My old Jeep was in the background. I missed that Jeep. Ah, you do. And his hand going out the window.
Great. Yeah, yeah. Props to John. To John, that was a very well directed and produced video.
That was
And
awesome.
obviously, props to you guys too. 'Cause you guys fucking rock.
Thank you, brother. Thank you so much.
Um,
A lot of debt and gratitude goes to you, man. A lot of support from you and B.O.B. over the years, man. We can't thank you guys enough. You guys have always been there and just supported the shit out of our band. And I can't say that for a lot of people. A lot of people come and go. You know what I mean? But you guys are always there for us, man. Always. One of my favorite shows that we ever did was the last one we did at
the Boob Sock.
Jerky's. Providence. What's it called?
PVD Social Club.
Yeah,
I think it was at the time.
Alchemy, PVD Social Club, Jerky's, whatever it's called. Dude, that show was wild. That was so much fun.
That was a B.O.B. venue that night, boy.
Yeah, that sure was. It sure was, man. That was everyone came out, everyone got rowdy. It was so much fun, man. It was really cool.
And that was the last Canerco show, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
And you guys ripped it. There's a lot of that online. I know Dan Sullivan recorded, I think, every single song.
Oh, really, really funny about that, Sully.
Yeah.
Great dude. What's up, Sully? About before everyone really started loading into that venue that night, Sully set up a tripod with his camera, and he taped it down to the floor, and he looks over at us and goes, "So, you think this is gonna stand up once you guys start playing?" I was like, I don't know, dude.
Nope.
Dude, I didn't see it because I was playing, but I just remember hearing afterwards. It lasted about 3 notes into our first song, and somebody just bashed into it in a pit, going crazy, swinging their arms around.
You can see it in you can see it in one of his videos. It's like on you guys, and then it's like it cuts like half the song.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why don't you just leave that going?
Yeah.
Just leave it in there. Yeah. All right, Kev. We gotta wrap up. Dude, I appreciate you for calling in, dude.
Dude, I appreciate you guys, man. Lots of love.
I miss you like hell.
Same.
We gotta get beers after all this bullshit.
I haven't had a drop of alcohol since December, but the first drop I have is gonna be with you, brother.
My man.
How about that?
My man. All right. I'll take that.
Bet.
Yeah, I'm a bad influence, so that makes sense. I live off of bourbon and bad decisions, baby. Let's go.
Hey, man, you've lasted this long. Keep it going. What the fuck,
Hey, you want to hit us off with any of the socials that you have that people maybe, if you're posting your stuff you're doing at home on Twitter or anything like that, or
I'm on Instagram. I'm on Twitter. Kevin Mars. I think it's Kevin_Mars. Just keep promoting. Go to Canerco. Canerco page is still open. We're leaving. We're always leaving the door open, although nothing has really come to fruition yet. But we really haven't slammed the door. The thing is, we all still love each other like brothers, and it was never a fuck you situation, and we broke up, and they got the house and I got the dog. That kind of shit. It was more like, hey man, this just isn't, like, timing wise, isn't really working for everybody anymore. But dude, half the shit I have written, I have Canerco in mind. So.
Yeah.
Just go to the Canerco page. It's on Facebook, Canerco Facebook /Canerco. We're on Twitter. It's on Instagram. You can find it.
And if you're a Canerco fan and you don't understand like some of the issues why you guys aren't playing, you're not listening to the lyrics, because it's in there.
It's in there.
Am I wrong?
No, that was all Al Diaz, buddy. The great
I'm
vocalist, the
just
great
saying.
lyricist, Al Diaz.
I'm just saying it's in there, and it's your fault, not your fault, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, it's
Listen to the lyrics. Listen to the lyrics.
there was a especially back then there was a lot going on. So
Yeah.
it's everything. We're older, we're wiser, and we're a little bit tamer. You know, it took a couple of kids from a couple different guys to tame them down, but they're
Yeah.
still great musicians, man. Some of the best musicians around here. So it was an honor to play with them, and I continue to want to play with them. So they made me better.
One last question before we go. How do you feel about Nick stealing our hairstyle?
Nick's what?
Stealing our hairstyle.
Fucking
Because we got a long lock.
Fucking poser, man. Just a fucking poser.
Yeah.
That kid always kept it high and tight, and all of a sudden he's got that fucking. And you know what really pisses me off?
Shirts.
Yeah, you know what really fucking pisses me off is from out of nowhere he grows his hair out, and it's like way better looking than mine. I'm like, fuck you, bro. Like, fuck you. Like, what's up with that? What kind of shit? What kind of conditioner are you using? At least point me in the right direction.
Share with the group.
Yeah, man, point me in the right direction, bro.
You know, he's got these flowing locks now. Like Al used to have the flowing locks.
Yeah.
Anthony had the flowing locks back in the day.
Yep.
Now they're both bald as shit. And all of a sudden, I mean, that's why I grew my hair out, because of Anthony busting my balls and a couple other friends that are, shall I say, hair. I don't know, balls. That were like, dude, like, cause I always shave my head. You remember for years, and like they were like, "You got a great hairline, grow that shit in." And I'm like, I don't wanna. And now I have the COVID. It's the COVID haircut. It's like down to.
Dude, what I say? Grow it while you got it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Bro. You know. So, all right, Kev. Thank you very much, man. I love you.
Love you too, brother.
Let's definitely get together once this shit goes
100%.
away or whatever.
Yeah, right.
And definitely be on the lookout, because I will be putting the Canerco Typo Negative show up within the next week or so. I'm lazy, so it might take a little while.
All good. Hey, man, all we have is time right now, right? So
all we got is time.
It is what it is.
All right. I appreciate you, brother. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the 990WBOB.com COVIDcast number 4. And thank you for listening. Like, comment, subscribe, share all the buttons. And, share if you're a Canerco fan. Share some of your best Canerco memories down in the comments. I'm sure I'll respond. Kevin will respond. The rest of the boys will. And Mike, thank you for always being a great co-host, great producer.
Thanks, Mike.
Of course. Kev. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, brother.
Kev, you have a good night, man. We'll talk.
All right. Thanks, guys.
All right.